So, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, today we are going to be working on the Toyota Aygo first. I'm going to put those gearbox oil drive shaft seals in place, put the drive shafts back in, basically just get it back on its wheels so I can, at least use the ramp, because at the minute I can't use the ramp because that's stuck on it. The Fiesta, I'm going to try and book an MOT today, and then if I can do that, when it comes back, I'll show you the results. Again, we want a no advisory MOT for this car. So yeah, let's get over. I'll get the Fiesta out of the way. Let's get over. I'll set you up. Let's get cracking with those gearbox oil seals first. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, there we go. That is the oil seals, drive shaft seals, all put back into place. The new ones are in there, nice and snug. Drive shafts are in, gearbox oil is sorted and filled up to where it should be. All that suspension part is all done up now. I haven't got to touch that. All it is put the wheels back on, and then we can drive it around again. What I want to do now is I want to move on to the hinges. Now, it did have, the impact was on the front here, and it did hit the actual bonnet was sort of hit. So I just don't trust it. I just don't trust these hinges are straight and where they should be. I think they've had a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a knock. So we're going to change them out. I'm going to take them out. We're going to swap them over. I've got some other ones here been delivered. So we're going to put these on, and then hopefully it's going to give me a better position, them being straight. And then we can move on from there. But I definitely think we should change those now. So we've got to undo the bolts again from this one over here. So we're going to bring it away so we can get to the top of these hinge bolts, because there's only 2 bolts that holds it down, actually, there and there. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit of jiggery pokery to get those out of the way and hinges off. We've got about half an hour, and then we've got to go and take the silver Fiesta the titanium one, that has got to go for an MOT. It's booked today, this morning at 10:30. So we've got about half an hour. So let's get cracking with this now. Continue whatever we continue with, and then when I come, I'll let you know, in a bit when I've got to go for the MOT, and we'll just go from there. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys, there we go. It's all stripped down. This one is completely off. That one's sort of just hanging there with the wire and stuff, so that's okay. But the bottom bolt's on, but that's just hanging there because I want to get to the actual top where the actual hinges sit there. But it was a good idea to change these. It would, if I didn't change them, and it went to the body shop, he would have said to me, these hinges are shot, get me some new ones. So it's good that I'm doing it now and not finding out the problems later. Do you see what I mean? It's just saving a bit of time. But let me show you the difference between these ones here. So first of all, this one here. Now you can see there's a gap there. See that gap there and the gap here? This is the one I got from the breakers, and this is the one that come off the car. Look at that gap. Look at the way it should be, and look at the way it is. So you can see that that should be squeezed in. It should be squeezed in like that. Same with this one. This one's a bit difficult to show, actually. I'm just trying to sort of work out how to show it. But you can... Let me try and do it like... let me try and do it like that. A little bit like that. So look at that. That there should be pushed together closer like this. Look how close that is. So that is definitely going to be, I just can't believe how much that is. That is just unbelievable. So we are going to be, I'm going to put these new ones, or second-hand ones, I'm going to put them back in place just like that. There isn't any, that's what I said to you, there isn't any movement when it comes to up and down or side to side on these hinges. Look how close those screw holes are there. There's nothing, there's hardly anything to get a good fix, to get a good... The top one is absolutely perfect central, so there's no room. The bottom one, you've got a little bit of room that way. But, yeah, it's good. It's a good job I got these. It really is. So we're going to swap those over, but it is MOT time for the Fiesta. So bear with me for now. When I come back, I'll show you the results, and then we're going to jump straight on with putting these hinges back on and putting this car, back together a little bit. So bear with me, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Right, okay, guys, I am back from the MOT centre with the Fiesta. Let me show you the results. Whee! No advisories. So there we go. Another one. Yeah. So what an absolute lovely little Fiesta this has turned out to be. Full service history, 2 keys, timing belt's done, water pump's done, full service, MOT, no advisories. It just, is a really turned out a really nice one, this one. So there we go. MOT's done, no advisories, sorted. So I'm going to get this outside, and then we're going to crack on with the Toyota Aygo on the hinges we're gonna put those hinges on. Put those on, start pushing the wings in and sort of line all that stuff up. And then just crack on with this for the moment. I am gonna clean this in a bit, but I just thought, let's get the hinges on, let's get that lined up, have a little play with this. And then we'll clean this up, ready for sale. A few pictures, and then, yeah, definitely not going to hang around this one. It's got a few bits and pieces still missing. Like, I can't find one of these anywhere. I'm sure I had one of them. Can't find that anywhere. Yeah, a few bits and pieces, but with only 63,000 miles, it's nothing for this car, really. So there we go. Right, let's get set up, guys. Let's carry on with the Aygo. Let's do this. Right, guys. Oh my God, so much better. So much better. just by changing those hinges on that bonnet, everything seems to sort of look and line up and gap so much better. This side, spot on. Yeah, that's done. Just got to put a screw there, fix in there, and then that's it. We're done this side. This side needs a little bit more playing around, I think. I think what's stopping this side, the gap, obviously the gap's too big there, you can see that, but it will push in. It will push in tight, and I've got room to sort of push it in and hold it there, like that. That's kind of where it wants to be, like that position there. And then it's the same on the other side. So we're not far off, but I think that bracket is holding it. So where I'm pushing it here, it's not actually pushing over on this. Like, that's the same. It needs to come in together. So I think that's there is a little bit bent on the hinge. Not the hinge, the bracket. And I've got to take it off, put it in the vise, straighten it up. That bit there, that part of it there, needs to go in. So it'll allow the wing bracket to push inwards, if you know what I mean. So a little bit of playing, but we are close now. I'm much happier. Yeah, much happier. Even the position of the actual lock, it's central to the actual gap as well. So that's good. And you know, the slam panel's still got to come out. It's still got to be messed around with the front end, but the wings and the bonnet seems to be going back really well, and basically all because of those old bonnet hinges were just absolutely, yeah, throwing it off. The gaps were too big. It's pushed out and it needs to come back in. So there you go. It just shows you, doesn't it? I had a real funny feeling that the hinges were just going to cause problems, and they did. And now we are getting closer to put, you know, it's still going to the body shop. But what I didn't want to happen is it go to the body shop with those hinges, and then the body shop guy says to me, the hinges are gone, order some more, and then it just drags on and on and on. So I thought, let's just try it. Let's just see what happens. And my God, it just absolutely looks better. So much better now. So there we go. We're going to carry on. Just before we carry on, I just want to quickly have give a shout out to Tom. You remember Tom, Dave's son with the blue Fiesta. He's just turned up with his girlfriend, and yeah, he just needed me to swap over the side indicators on the Fiesta. This one here. and on the other side. So yeah, a big shout out to Tom. I haven't seen him for a while. You guys haven't seen him for a while since he was over here doing his work experience. But it was nice to nice to see him again. So thanks for coming over, Tom. It was nice to see you, and thank you for the sausage rolls, Tom. Really appreciate that. But yeah, let's crack on with the Aygo. Let's do this. Right, guys, I could not help myself putting this headlight in just to see, you know, what it actually is going to look like. And do you know what? It's not that bad. The position of the headlight, the bonnet and the wing is absolutely spot on. It's exactly where it should be. It's the slam panel that's, you know, all over the place. So, you know, I'm not going to take it any further than that. I'm going to leave it as it is. It's got to go to the body shop. He'll line it all up. He'll put it all back together and make sure that it's, you know, it's there. But I just wanted to have a go because it's nice just to see how close I can get it and, you know, messing around with it. And I've played around with it and messed around with it. And I'm quite happy with that, actually. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So obviously I'm going to take the headlight back out. That's not staying there. I'll quickly show you. Let me just show you. Oh, get it plugged in like that. So yeah, I'm going to quickly show you. So this is I've got the gap right between the bonnet and the wing, so that you've got this bracket here that sits for the headlight that goes on the bracket of the actual wing. So that's in place there, and then the bolt just goes through there. This is absolutely lovely, spot on against the wing. And if obviously it gets fixing through that hole there. So that's okay. It's this one here that's the problem. That bracket does not line up with where it should be. So that needs, you know, jiggering, pokering, messing around and playing around with. But I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to leave it as it is, let the body shop sort it out. And then, yeah, then I'll know that it's, you know, it's 0-0, it's spot on, everything lines up. And that's what it is. So, but yeah, it just literally just pop it off like this. So it's just not, you know, I just don't want to fix it. I don't want to mess around with it too much for him. I know he likes to do his job. I know he does. He doesn't moan at me, but he just wishes that I didn't sort of do as much. But that's just me. It's my vehicle. I'm showing as much as I can with the videos. He doesn't want me to film there, so what can I do? I've got to show as much as I can because he doesn't want me to film there. you know. So that's exactly simple as it is. So I'm going to leave it there. That's going to be, this is it for today on this. We're now going to be jumping onto the Fiesta. We've got a lot of cleaning to do, got the outside to do, got the inside to do, get it ready, basically, pictures up for sale. So let's move on to the Fiesta now, and we'll leave this Toyota Aygo for the moment, and I'll let you know what happens when it comes back. I'm still waiting to find a bumper. Still can't find the right correct bumper. This is the facelift version, so it's got very slightly different features on the bumper. Only made the facelift within 2 years. So getting parts are really, really hard. It's not like a Fiesta where they made the same version, facelift version, for 4 or 5 years. Didn't change it. Not this, 2 years. So it's becoming a problem, and it's becoming an issue, but it's because I bought the 2012 facelift version of the Toyota Aygo, which I've never done one of these before, and I never knew. So it's all a learning curve, and it's all, it's all about sort of moving forward and sort of knowing further down the line to stay away from them, or to get another year because there's more of them. You know, it's all about that, guys. Anyway, that's enough waffling. I'll get this out of the way. Wheels can go back on the floor, outside, whilst I find the bumper and continue just hunting for one for the moment. But slowly getting there. Probably the slowest project that we've done, but it's slowly getting there. Anyway, let's move on to the Fiesta. Let's completely clean this one up, inside and out. Let's do this. Right, okay. So, guys, this has actually turned out really, really nice. Don't get me wrong. There is some bits and pieces around the car, like the alloy wheels. We've already spoke about them ones, really. The 2 back ones can be done with a refurb, but the 2 front ones are not that bad. So, I'm going to leave it, see what they say. If a buyer says, look, could you get them done for me? And I'll just, tell him where to go, or I can get them done before he wants to take it, but there'll be an extra cost for getting the wheels refurbed, stuff like that. There's a couple of marks on the back bumper as well, that I've just touched in with a little bit of moon dust silver paint. Normal stuff with these kind of little scuffs like that is that you just touch them in a little bit, and it really just tightens it up and finishes it off. So, but yeah, looking a lot cleaner, a lot smarter, a lot decent, and basically ready for some pictures to be taken, put it up for sale, and then just see what interest really I get in it. What kind of price do you guys think? Drop me a comment and let me know. Like, I just don't, at the minute I'm thinking a fair price, 2,995. I think that is a fair price for this car. 63,000 miles, full service history, timing belt, water pump service, MOT, no advisories. Yeah, I think that's a fair price for this titanium version. New windscreen. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'll probably just stick it up for 2,995 and then just let them try and knock me down as they do. But it's not happening because I think it's for a 2,995. I think that's a fair price. But drop me a comment and let me know, guys. What do you think? Is that a fair price, or am I asking too much? Not enough? Yeah, drop me a comment and let me know. But for today, that's it. That's the end of today's video, guys, and the end of this project. We're not going to see this again, probably. This will be gone, I reckon, in a couple of days. It'll be sold and it'll be driven away. Just quickly, an update on the red Fiesta. Do you remember the auto that we had in and the customer lost all the coolant and overcooked the engine? She actually took the car away, got it transported away to somewhere else. And she's making it, I think she took it back to her house. She's making a decision what she wants to do on the car. And I've heard nothing since. So, yeah, that's obviously down to her. It's her car, but she sort of caused the, well, she didn't cause the damage, but she knew there was a coolant leak and she kept driving it. So there's not much else you can say about that, really, apart from it was going to happen, wasn't it? If there's no coolant in the system, it was going to overheat. It was always going to overheat because it lost coolant. So yeah, that's quickly update on that one. But for today, we are finished on this Fiesta. We've done a bit of work on the Aygo as well. It's back on its wheels and outside the front, the Toyota Aygo. So I've got my ramp back. But yeah, I'm quite happy and pleased with the way that actually come out as well. With the front end lining it all back up. Done the best I can and to a point where it's got to go to the body shop. And we're at that point now. So I'm happier now. What else? So tomorrow, we are going to start, and I'm going to show you a new project that got dropped off. Actually, I didn't pick it up. Someone dropped it off for me on Monday. So, obviously yesterday. So tomorrow, we're going to get into that, find out what we got, start doing start ripping it apart, looking at the damage, see what's going on, and then see what we need to order. I've already found some parts for that one, so it shouldn't really be that long, that one. It should be pretty quick. But for today, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop me a comment, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Take care. See you soon.